All right, it's the 22nd of November, on or about the time that back in the 60s, John Kennedy got his brains blown out. Anyway, a lot of you may not understand this, but I keep doing these videos over and over again because at some point, I'm hoping that some of you may begin to realize that if you listen in between the lines of a lot of the different videos, except the ones that were hacked, I've got some that somebody trimmed off, like the ending of what I was saying, or the beginning, or I don't know why they're doing that. What, they must work for the government. What's the government got to fear from me? They've got me hogtied. I don't get equal press. I've never gotten equal press running for mayor, sheriff, president of the United States. I've never gotten equal press through more than, it's about almost 20 years for me and 30 years for my twin, my older twin. But, what's really bad here is, nobody understands. I talked about anxiety and suicide and how, if I had known that I was going to go through all of this, I just would have told my mother, hey, don't have me. I mean, I was almost aborted. I was almost a miscarriage, not aborted, when my mother was having a kid. And so was my older twin by strange coincidence. Talk about entanglement in the quantum universe. But besides all of that, you people have heard my story, and I've talked for my older twin too, because the same kind of crap has happened to him. The government knows about people like us, and the real sad part about it is these people at the highest places are unbelievably menacing and diabolic. They'll either neglect you, or if you getting too close, they'll set wheels in motion that will stop you from getting anywhere. I mean, I've mentioned it on all the other tapes. Look at the tapes. Look what people are really interested in. You mentioned sex in the tapes. My God, it's like 50 million people are looking at some halfway nude model. Go figure. Some kid plays a piano, or some strange event takes place and YouTube happens to catch it. Yeah, you'll get maybe 5 million, a few million views. But, when this many, like the 99 percenters, I talked at the 99 percenters a few weeks ago. I mentioned to people, don't block the banks. That's not going to do anything. You get arrested for what? Show them the pictures of every child that has been mangled and killed by the friendly fire of the United States government, and tell them that their tax dollars does this, and that it behooves them, if they believe in God, if they're sure that their faith is so strong that there is a God, that they would have something to really worry about, because God, supposedly according to their belief, punishes people for even remotely aiding and abetting any kind of collective effort that kills children. Read Matthew 18:6 if you don't believe me. I mean, it's bad news for anybody that is doing this kind of stuff. But still, the bottom line to all of this is, I'm the one that's the victim. My life has been stolen from me. Oh, there were periods of calm in my life here and there. I managed to get some, but every time I was on the verge of some new research that was going to give me a great discovery, like my oil tanker or my water recycling system in 2-story homes, these people, things would start happening bad to me. And there's no other conclusion that I can come to other than the government is behind every one, and you people, certain people in neighborhoods have been behind every one of the fiascos that have been done to me. And the fiascos that threw me to the bottom of the barrel. Every time I'd be financially, mentally, and financially thrown to the bottom of the barrel, sent to the end of the line, to start all over again. Start all over for what? A person's right, their work, their fruits of their labor are supposed to be protected. Instead, like the 99 percenters, I'm talking with the bullhorn out there. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody's saying, bravo, Caesar, Caesar. Yeah, instead of running for president, take over the whole country. Take your money out of the banks. If every person took out of their money of the banks, just out of the moral obligation they have to not killing innocent men, women, and children, just out of that obligation alone, you take over the country. Obama, all these jerks in Congress and the state assemblies and all the way down to the
city councils in all these cities, the jerks that they are, we'd expose them for what they are and kick them out and make it exempt for them to ever hold any office ever again. But instead, nobody watches my videos. Nobody gives a damn about me. Instead, sure, I've put on some good shows here over the last 60 videos. I rant and rave and I talk, and sometimes I used racial terms. In one of my videos, I said, how do you know this isn't all an act? How do you know? I mean, I may be smiling now, but man, in the mornings, every morning, all I do is wake up to the horrors of what this city did to me. Taking my cars, my trucks, my boats, my motorhomes, making me homeless, making me financially penniless, keeping me penniless, and then forcing me to I don't have the freedom of choice. I can't keep my stuff in mobile vehicles to make it easier on me so I don't have to move my stuff, load and unload it all the time. Now I have to load and unload stuff in shopping carts, in carts that I make up by hand, because of what the city of Los Angeles has done to me. And no one knows the story. And you know what? Nobody gives a damn, because they're paying tax money to kill these innocent men, women, and children. Like in one of my first videos, I show you those pictures in color. Most people don't want to look at them because they get sick to their stomach, and they deserve to get sick to their stomach because of what they collectively pay into. And what am I doing here? Oh, whoop-de-doo, 60 videos, and I get a few hundred people look at my video here, and they go home and they go, oh, you should see this guy, Reality Supreme Being. He's a real nutcase, and he rants and raves, and he blames everybody for his problems, and blah, blah. I know what you people think. You think I was born yesterday? I'm a highly intelligent person. As a matter of fact, my IQ is probably way over 200. I tell people, when they ask me what my IQ is, I said, the numbers are so high you can't keep up with it. You want to know my IQ? 186,000 miles per second. That's my IQ. And I don't think any of you will ever be able to catch up with me. You're not going at the speed of light. You're not using your body to its ultimate capability. You're not even using your brain to its ultimate capability, because if you had any kind of brain and any kind of real sincere heart, you would not be involved in any kind of war that kills an innocent man, woman, or children. The terrorists that attacked 9/11, remember, there were sanctions against Iraq and millions of children died. What do you want all those parents to do? Sit there and twiddle their thumbs, say, oh, I guess the U.S. is more powerful than us, we can't fight back. If you had children and you loved them and they were killed by the actions of another country, would you hate that country? Would some of you take steps to wipe out and kill some of the people that live in that country? Hell yes, because you're a parent, because you love your children. You're a mother, you're a father. You're born to protect your children. Instead, you people rationalize every little thing that comes out of your mouths, and that's why Americans are hated all over the world. Instead of listening, you'll never see this video on NBC nationwide or worldwide. And you know why? Because they're suppressing me. They're suppressing me by keeping me and my videos dead to rights. Oh yeah, their videos are out there. And the government thinks, well, you know, Caesar's just a nutcase. Nobody will listen to him. Hey, what if somebody did? What if everybody did? You should be. Because I'm the teacher here. I'm the teacher telling you that I've been through the most abuse in this country than anyone else that you can meet that hasn't been killed after the abuse. And they're the lucky ones, because no one's killed me yet. And that's America's mistake. When they leave people like me alive, sooner or later, if there's ever a chance that they ever have supreme ultimate power and authority, you know what's going to happen. The first thing I'm going to say on TV, if you crossed my path, if I was an important, very important person, and I had tremendous authority, I won't say power, but great authority over all the military, the first thing I'd do is get on TV and say, every one of you, doesn't matter whether you were a building inspector, fire department, if you crossed my path and you sent me to the end of that financial line, get a passport and run. And go hide in the deepest hole you can in some other country, because I'm going to find you. And I'm going to make you pay for what you did to me. And for the after effects that I'm still going through for what you people did to me. So every morning, yeah, I get up depressed. I suffer from situational depression. And depression will probably be my whole life. Here's why people should not kill other people. If you know anything about biology and how really involved and how expansive the human body is, 100 trillion cells, the DNA, if it was glued end to end, would stretch out, well, for one person, would stretch outside the solar system. That's how much DNA you have, all in a string, a ball of string, as if it was all strung out. Why you shouldn't be killing people? Because life, like Darwin says, is selective. The process of natural selection breeds people in the direction of DNA new discoveries. Discoveries that lead us to cures for cancer. Discoveries that lead us to other Einsteins. Discoveries that will lead us. And whenever we kill people, we interfere in that process. We could be killing another future Einstein. There, in Iraq, maybe quite a few Einsteins died over there. They never got a chance to grow up. And the DNA is this very, very, very tricky, super expanding campground that you'll never finish investigating, because that's how complicated it is. And that's the reason there should be sincere population control, but also the freedom for people to mate and to bear offspring that might give us those Einsteins and those high brains and those other people that might contribute to greater things, not just death and destruction, how to make a new machine to kill more people. The 99%ers, they're losers. And so is Congress, and so is the Senate, and so is Obama, so is all these people, because they don't have a heart. They never will have a heart. They pretend to have a heart. They try to convince you that they have a heart, but they don't. They don't have compassion. You know what their heart is made of? Money. That's what their heart is made of. Paper money. And you know how long money lasts? Not very long. So, yes, I yell and scream and I rant and rave on all the videos. It's now 12 minutes into the video. Did I get any message really across to you people? No. Because there isn't going to be anybody that's going to want to see it. And if they do, it'll be like in one ear and out the other. Oh, how fun, how laughing, how entertaining. This guy claims he's a presidential candidate. Well, I am. I am a presidential candidate. And I have no idea why people don't support the right people. I'm the right person to have supported for running, not just for running for president. If I'm going to ask the people of the United States to do something, I'm going to ask them to boycott all the elections and to tell the government, state, federal, local, that you are overthrown. Period. You want one person with the lead on laying down proposals for everyone to look at and see which proposals are the best avenues to follow, because we're not going anywhere. The finances are bad. People are still scared to spend money. This isn't anymore. This whole thing is not about money anymore. It's not about debt. It's not about any of that garbage. If you're listening to the main national media, they're the biggest bull crap artist in the world. They lie through their teeth. They shovel that crap that they call news into the public. And probably a lot of the public doesn't even listen to it. And if they do, they got to be stupid. They got to really be stupid to believe half, if not 3/4 of the stuff that comes out of their mouths. Except for maybe the weather or sports. And even that has gossip in it. Well, it's 14 minutes and 10 seconds into this video. If I have enough time, I'll make another one. And we'll see how long it takes for this to upload into the system. I hope it caught all of it, and look forward to maybe breaking the Guinness Book of World Records and how many videos I can make on YouTube. If I had my own computer set up, I'd probably do them all day long until I filled thousands and thousands of videos. All right, we'll end this one here, and we'll start another one in a minute.